Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome back to the channel, always with Younes Charfaoui. In this video, I'm going to build a composed desktop application that does the following. So I saw this app on YouTube Shorts. So basically it does the following. It will ask you, are you stupid or not? Obviously you are not, so you would click no, but no will keep changing position until it will drive you crazy, as you can see. So you end up clicking on, obviously click on yes. And yeah, I knew it. So basically I saw this example on YouTube Short and decided why not to build it with Composed Desktop, since you can have the same effect of the mouse hovering over a button in Android. So it was a great thing to expand my skill and see how to do this hovering thing, change the position dynamically and so on in a box or something. We will see all that in a minute. So yeah, let's get started. And yeah, I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. So basically here you try to create a new project like the following. And here in the project, you'll have Java application grad or JavaFX. This is not JavaFX application. This is a Kotlin app. And here you'll have many templates. I need composed desktop application. I will call it, are you stupid? Obviously, no one is stupid. Like this is just an example. And you can decide to use grad or Kotlin. It doesn't matter. Use Java version. And yeah, click on next. And yes. Let's go. I won't be doing any testing in this project. So basically when the project is initialized, you go here to source, go to the main, go to Kotlin and to the main. You will see basically this screen, like this code here, auto code. You click on the main to run it and you see the following screen. Like this is entitled and we have hello world. When you click it, it goes to hello desktop. So we won't be having a lot of code here. We just need two buttons, two text. We will display one based on some conditions and so on. So let's break our task. First of all, I need to know the size of the window. Currently it is running on this size, while this is resizable, but I need to know like my boundaries in order to make this button move within that boundaries. Okay, so this is important. First of all, I think there is a parameter here called resizable. I will put it false. So I prevent expanding this one. And if you click here, you will see something called the state or the window state. Exactly. We can provide one. If you go here to the window, you will see this window to provide state, this window state. By default, it will get us this remember window state. And here you will see the DP size is this one. Well, it's not a problem to work with this one. I just need to know it. You can get this dynamically, but I don't want the trouble with this thing. So I will create my own. So here I have my state, like window state, and I will just pass it here. To state like that, and here in the window state I will just put the size here, and this is coming from DP size, and I will just make like the width for 1000 and the height 1000. I'm going to use those values. Let me just import that. I'm going to use those values also there, so I think I should have something like a constant here. So I will have const val, like something like that. The width will be 1000 and the height, and I will just pass that here. I think this is the height exactly, and this is the width. So this will present me with the screen like the following. So it is 1000 over 1000. As you can see, it's squared and you can't resize it. Okay, but we solved one problem. Yeah, we don't need this button, I think. Well, we will just replace it with another button. Well, for the UI, I need basically one text. It is showing, are you stupid? Well, we will put that inside a box, for example. This box is kind of like a frame layout. So I will put a box here. Let me just give it a modifier and not fold in, but fill max size like following. And yeah, import it please. This is coming from Jetpack Compose or from the Compose, and I will have my values here. So basically I will try to hard code the positions of this texts. So I know this won't be a pretty UI, but we want to achieve something. We are not here to build like the perfect UI. Okay. So are you stupid? Like that. That's one thing. And basically, if you want to give it specific place, you can do the following with the modifier and do the offset, something like that. X and Y. Basically for the X, it will be 400 dp and Y will be around, maybe let's put it 500 for example, or 400 also. We have this text, and then we will have yes and no button. So we'll have two buttons, button like that. One button will be hard coded. The value of its offset will be hard coded, which is the yes, and the no won't be like, it will be dynamically changed. So we need to preserve a state for its position. So basically here we have to provide an on click. Yeah, here you can give it a text of yes. Okay, that's one thing. And we need the same thing, but for the no. Basically, the user won't be able to click this unless he's a lot faster than our code. I don't know if this is possible or not, but we should have we should expect that. But here, the main important thing, it will come in the modifier. I think we also need a modifier for the previous button. Let me just put it here. I didn't get feedback. Let me just run it again. So here for the offset of this one, it will be on the same. So it will be like 430 dp, and it will be 400 dp. And same thing will go here. There is an error in this one. This one, let me just run the app to see where I'm going. So yeah, they are pretty close. Let me just push it aside like 7 or 7. Run it, and for the no, it will be from this side. So I will add 7 here also. Like this is not the perfect one, but you get what I mean. Okay, so basically, yeah, this is the Y. So we need to change on this one, on this axis. So this will be also 400 here, and this would be like kind of 5 or 3, and this would be 7 something, and this would be the same, and this would be kind of 5. And if you run it, well, as I said, I'm not interested in building the perfect UI, just something to work with. Okay, so yeah, need more space. I'll put 7 here, and I will delete this button because I don't need it. Run it again. So yeah, till now we need just yes. We need to display things. Well, here we need separate text here. So only we need the text with I know it, like that. And maybe we can find an emoji for that. Let me do a question, something like that. And we will have to paste it here. So we will have 2 emojis. Let me run the application. Always run the application to see, especially if you have unit tests, to be awesome. So as you can see, we don't have a modifier for this one. Yeah, let me just put it. It will be basically the same. We will change only this one to maybe 7, or yeah, let's put it 7. Run it. Okay, yeah, exactly. This should be 400. So everything will work fine for the moment. We have our things here. Yeah, exactly. Let me just push it with a 9, and we are ready. Now, the easy part for the yes. We want this to be shown only in the case we click on the yes. So basically, you can achieve that with state, like is user stupid? Yeah, is user stupid? Like following. Basically, this will be changed. This will be visible or not. And here, let me just replace that. Remember, state of false by default. And we will change that when the user click on the yes. So on click, is user stupid, it will be true. So that's how it will be shown. Let us run the app, and it is not shown. Yes, it is shown. Awesome. Now, the hard part, which is for the no. We don't need clicks, we need hovering. So we will get this from the modifier also. So other than that, when the user hover on the no, we will try to generate a new number and put a new offset. So basically, this should be hard-coded. The way to do that, I think, the offset here, if you click on the offset, it accepts an offset modifier. Yeah, it accepts an offset, but also I think there is another variation, which is this one. It accepts an int offset. So maybe we can do something like following, no button coordinates, like that, by remember our state, like following. And here we can give an int offset, and we will provide this value, which is 400 and the 430. I'm sorry, this one and this one. And we can pass this instead of this one. So basically, it will be just the same. If you run it, it will be just the same. Yeah, exactly. It is just in the same position. Awesome. Now we need, when the user hover on this button, we will have to do a modification to this state. That's simple. Now here, other than the offset, we can have an event. This is called the pointer in the compose word. So there is pointer move filter. So this contains 2 parts. It contains on move, contain on enter, contain on exit. So here this pointer move filter will give us like different information for the pointer, which is our mouse here. You will see we'll get an event for on move, for on exit, and on enter. We need that event on enter. On enter, this should be a lambda. Here on enter must return a boolean. It allows us to track boolean, and the callback invoked when the pointer enter this. Now here, if you put control key, the global invoked when pointer enters the component, but I think we should provide, yeah, exactly this one. This, I think, for cascading, like the call to other components, I think this is kind of the same for on option item clicked in Android or something like that. Yeah, let me just do that so you can have that problem. And here on enter, that would be the last thing. Yeah, so we will have to do it like the following. And here we will have our code. Here we must update our no button coordinates with this one. So how we can do that? Basically, we want just new x and y. So we can create val x and another val y. And let me just put one here and one here. And basically, we want no button coordinates to have a new int offset with the new x and the new y. I'm going just to try that if my assumption are working correctly or not. So are you stupid? Let me put, if I hover on the node, it must go to this 1 and 1. As you can see, it is 1 and 1 here. Now, if I hover one time, it will say the same. Okay, so yeah, it is working fine. Now we need just to come up with the new numbers here to be randomly. The best way is to use a random number generator. We do random like that, and we do next int. Yes, this is 1, and this is 1, and we have to run it, and hopefully it will work fine. Now here, as you can see, we don't see it. Why? Because maybe the number is too bigger than something, so we need to limit it. So basically here you can give it from the 0 until which one? Until exactly until our width, because the x represents the width, and the same thing for the height. So we need to constrain it, and let's run it. Hopefully, no, exactly, no, yes, it is working fine, but now I'm not able to see it. Well, that's a problem. Now, in order to fix that, because I don't know where is the values, so I'll just print the values, x and y. Do some experimentation. I didn't write any unit test for this one because I saw that logic is pretty simple here. Like if I knew that the logic would be too big, like that would be another talk. Now here, okay, 27800. Yes, it is changing. Come on, go outside. Exactly. So this one is going too far, I think. So we need like kinda to do minus its height. Maybe that's what we should do. I need it to go off. Exactly, same thing here. It's gone like that, 800. So we need to subtract its weight and height. I think we should do something like that. And you need also to not have it here. So yeah, let me just fix the first problem. Exactly, as you can see here, you have a problem. So I think previously it went here because at max it will go to this width and height. So we need to subtract something from this width and height. So first of all, we need a way to get the button, the current button width and height. I think first of all, we have to save them because you are not able to get that unless after creation. And you will get that here, I think, called on global position. So here, this will give you many things. It will give you the size, exactly. It will give you many other things, local to root, exactly, parent layout coordinates, and so on. So this will give us the size, I think, here. The size. In order to save that size here, we'll do something like the following. The no button size, like that. And here it must be size. It will be initialized to 0 and 0. And basically here, this size will be our no button size. Like the following, I think that would work. And from here, we will do minus our button, not coordinate, but size width. Same thing for the no button size dot height. Run it. This must work. So no, come on, no. Still not that good. Yeah. Well, for sure we are doing subtraction here, like do subtraction, but I think it is getting at the maximum of its limit. So I think we need also to do minus like some percentage of its weight also. So maybe let's do minus also some 50 pixels or something. So that way we'll keep it always in the band. Let me run it. It is working fast, as you can see. Hopefully we didn't get anywhere closer to the bound. Yes, exactly. I think it is working fine. Like testing random thing is a little bit difficult than testing normal thing. Even if you want to do unit test for here, like you can extract this logic and have a test that will try to do many generation and see the statistical mean for this thing if it is going into some bounds. That's how unit test this kind of random things. Ah, okay, we saw it. It was closer. Yeah, basically you can click on the no. Well, you can click on the no only if the new position is only changed by 1 pixel or 1 pixel. So we need to make sure that the no button will be so far, like I'm talking about this case. So it will be a little bit difficult. Well, how do we know that? Well, first of all, as I said, we have too many problems. I don't think we are going to solve them. Like, as you can see, it is working pretty fine for the moment. The only problem is that this no might get here also. Like, we need to restrict it from here. The way to restrict it from here, we have only two options. Like, we can see the new generated numbers and see if they are here. So basically we can regenerate another number. And that way, maybe we can solve this. But I think it is working fine for the moment. As you can see, we got it here. Yes, we got it here. So that would be a problem. So maybe also we have to provide a winner because, as I said, we can have problem. Let's say the button is here. Let's say that the button now is here. And when we hover, the new generated number, like we will try to generate only this point, right? We'll try to generate only this point. Now, let's say that if the new number is here, and so the new button will be shown here. So if you have this mouse here, it will be in the same position. So the user will be able to click it. And here, I think we will allow that. Like this is the only case when you are not stupid. Like this would work fine. So to do that, like we only need to present another one. It will be at the same position. And we present like you are a legend. This will be displayed only if the random numbers are like really close. So we don't need that, I think. And yeah, I think we are done with the app. I think, okay, it's not the user app. I'm not done yet. It's the user legend. By default, it will be false. Yes, and we will update that only on the click here. Like will be true. And here, if the user is searching for the no, like if we click on the yes, it will say a problem like this problem I just made. So yeah, if the user is stupid, exactly this user is legend. So this is first problem. And well, with this should be the reverse. Like you can do something, you can use a semicolon here in order to keep the statement in one place. Okay, so the user legend will be false by default. And when the user hover on the mouse also, I want to disable both. I want to disable both because it's trying to search. He's trying another try. So yeah, false here and false here and false here. Is the user legend false? It means true. Yeah, exactly. I think my logic is good here. If I think the logic requires more attention, we can separate state. We can test it also. No. I don't think no will be ever displayed. Yes, I knew it. And as you can see, it is resetting. Come on. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm the one who created that. It should be easy for me. Exactly. Here's another problem. I don't know if I'm going to fix this problem because it requires me to get a new state. Already the video is too long, I think. So I have to get the origin coordinates for those places and try to regenerate a new random number if I am this place, or I can restrict it. Basically, I can restrict it in the random number generation, but this would be also a lot of work. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this one. Yes, so I need only to test if this one would work or not. So basically what I will have to do is like I will put it in the 1 and 1 and run it. And if I click on no, here it will be here. Click on it, your legend, exactly. Let me do one hover again. This should generate a number. As you can see, it is hiding it. So my assumptions are correct. So I can return back those things. This was a long video. I hope you understand something. So I don't know if you are going to use this compose word in the desktop. As you can see, it's pretty good. Like if you are using it in Android, you can easily switch here to desktop. Like the same principle, like recomposing, state voicing and everything. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video to the end. I'm sorry I didn't complete the video because I think the UI is horrible. We need to style it a little bit, have good places for each buttons and everything. Like we can do some work. And I'm also sorry for this, for the problem of the generation. Like we can do something with it, like to try to generate if the no button is in the place or in the top of something. So we can do something about that, but let's be an exercise for the watcher. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you in the next videos. Salam alaikum.